Tuesday, May 31st, and we are pulling into Juneau, Alaska. Again, it's March 31st. We are in Juneau, Alaska. I'm still in isolation aboard the Royal Princess. This is my fourth day of isolation. So because we're in U.S. territory, the isolation period is 5 days instead of 10, as long as I test negative. So I'm looking forward to being tested tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get to return to my regular cabin with Julia. Now, I need to verify that I only need to be tested once to be released from the COVID isolation deck, which is Deck 9 Dolphin, by the way. But I did, in discussions with guest services, medical team, doctor, etc., I believe I have to test negative 2 days in a row. I hope not, but that may be the case, so we shall see. But anyway, that's what the status is right now. Service has been fantastic. The guest services calling, checking on me. The medical team is checking on me. Doctor board was able to get me some supplemental prescriptions to get me by. Julia was able to go to the Safeway in Ketchikan and take care of some of it yesterday, and then she's going to be heading to Safeway in Juneau as soon as she gets confirmation that both her and I's prescriptions that we sent over have been filled. So all of that's getting taken care of fine. Meal service has been fantastic. Obviously the views, thank goodness I have a balcony, and so just getting some amazing views. And you know, if you have to be isolated, I can't think of a better place. Now, this cruise ends in Whitaker on Saturday, and once I test negative and get released from this, then we have to figure out what happens from there. I'm assuming, well, I'm making a prediction, I guess I should say, because no one has confirmed anything. They said to just play it day by day, but I'm guessing that we're going to get put on a coach and sent to Anchorage, and then it'll be our responsibility from that point to arrange our flights back to the United States, and the cruise will at that point officially finally be over, and we'll get back to normal home life. And so it's been an amazing adventure. I'm not ill at all. I've always had some kind of allergies that I've never really bothered getting checked out because they're not that much of a problem, but it does give me an occasional runny nose, and that's the only symptom of any kind of COVID, I guess, that I've had. But nonetheless, I tested positive, and it is what it is.
Gonna need a doggy bag, I'm pretty sure. So we have some rolls for the bisque, I'm sure. We have shrimp and crab ceviche, and then a crab bisque, of course, one of the things they're to for. Not to mention the huge crabs and lobsters that are going around. It's lovely.
I bet you never thought I'd really go. I never came as far as Mexico. I've even learned to speak a language, son. I'm on the beach.
It It is June 1st, 2022, and we are in beautiful Skagway today. Another gorgeous day, sunny, approaching 60 degrees. A couple other ships joining us, the Millennium, Holland American, Juneau, Amsterdam. Good morning, it's June 1st, and we are in Skagway, and arrived this morning. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the situation. I'm still isolated on the Dolphin deck. Julia tested negative for her fourth and final day in a row, so she doesn't have to be tested anymore. And they also came around relatively early this morning, I guess about 9 o'clock or maybe 8:30, and tested me too. Got a knock on the door, nurse was standing there, drop your mask, quick swab, medical team will be in touch. So that was pretty much the extent of it. I'm waiting to hear the results, praying that they're negative. And then the big question is, am I free to go back to my original cabin at this point, or do I have to go through further isolation and further testing? I certainly hope not. I hope I'm done. Not feeling any symptoms at all, so I feel like I should test negative. I don't know why I would test positive, but at any rate, they're doing testing today, so I think that may have delayed being able to get my test results back. It is now 10:22, so it's been about an hour and a half. So I'm hoping the phone rings at any time and they give me the good news and can get on with things. Julia is doing some preliminary work right now, checking flights out of Anchorage. Again, we're assuming that we're both negative and free to travel. They will coach us from Whittier, where this cruise ends on Saturday the 4th, to Anchorage, and then we will be responsible from that point to get back home. So there are very, very early in the morning flights, which don't help us any because we don't get in until, let's see if I know what time. It's usually fairly early. Oh yeah, we actually arrive at 12:30 a.m. Very, very early morning, Whittier. So that's option one, but I don't think we'll be able to get off the ship quick enough and coached up to Anchorage in time. But we'll see. Maybe they're running a special coach as soon as they get in. I hope so. That would be great to get out of Anchorage sooner rather than later. The other option is a late night. Leaves at 9:30. We have to go to Dallas, hour and a half layover there after a 6-hour and 15-minute flight. And then we would take a 2-hour plus flight from Dallas to Phoenix and then finally be home. So that's the situation. That's where we're at. I'm just waiting for that phone call to tell me that I'm negative and that I can move back to my original room. All for now. I will keep you posted. Take care. Okay, June 2nd, 2022, from Glacier Bay, Alaska. We are approaching Jaw Point and John Hopkins Glacier. There it is. Just amazing. Good chance we'll see some harbor seals. Oh Oh, it just went in the water. Yep. Right alongside the ship. Amazing. And here comes the Norwegian Encore heading in the other direction up Glacier Bay. All right, it is Thursday, June 2nd. We are in Glacier Bay. Some beautiful glacier watching this morning. Got a ton of footage. A lot of time lapse. We're at Marjorie and a couple other glaciers. Beautiful, just fantastic. Can't wait to get it edited and published on YouTube. So, at any rate, wanted to give everybody an update. The bad news is I did get tested yesterday. I had to wait all the way until the afternoon and finally called back to medical asking what the result was, and unfortunately I tested positive again, second time. So that was very disheartening news, which means that I have to isolate for the complete 10 days. Just got a call from Jody at the guest services. Whitaker is no longer requiring the full 10 days. So I get to fly out with Julia. We will be coached at the end from Whitaker at the end of the cruise on Saturday. And we will be coached over to Anchorage, and we'll be able to fly out the same day, and we will be home Saturday evening. Hallelujah. So, some great news today. I hope it's accurate. I hope they don't call back and say, oops, sorry about that. But as of right now, I'm going to be released from isolation at the end of the cruise on June 4th. And we will be able to coach to Anchorage, and we'll be able to fly out the same day and arrive back home in Arizona Saturday evening, very late. So here we are coming up to Marjorie Glacier in Glacier Bay, Alaska, June 2nd, 2022. See how close that tour boat is able to get to the glacier. Oh, a nice big cabin. Wow, very nice. Boom. Wow. All right.
Let's dig in.
Let's dig in.
Must be getting closer to the glacier. There's more ice jump.
Yep. This is so absolutely breathtaking at College Ford. I have to do another video. Are approaching the Harvard Glacier, but honestly, you can look at the size of some of these chunks of ice floating down here. The Captain Tony Draper is really having to maneuver to get us through this.